But I think if Sebastian ends up going, and that leaves us with our only natural ball winning midfielder. But centre back, we've got eight senior centre backs, and not one of them are realistically good enough to fucking play for a team that's looking at top form if they're serious about fucking going for leagues.
David Luiz
Is he? Fuck.
I know.
You know, Mustafi. I think Mustafi will still go this summer. I think his resurgence in form. It's, you know, you say form is temporary, class is permanent. Well, his form is good temporary. His class is fucking shit, and we should not be fooled by that. He is still shit. Just because he's having an upturn in form does not make him good.
Agreed.
In the same sense that Fernando Torres was still a good striker even when he was doing dog shit at Chelsea.
Aye.
It works the other way.
It's like Alexis Sanchez too, when he went to Man United. Di Maria when he went to Man United.
You can't argue that they're not phenomenal footballers.
Exactly.
Because they are.
Yeah.
They're just not fitting in it. For whatever reason in the environment they're in, they're not performing.
Yeah.
But
basically.
Skodran Mustafi is fucking diabolical and should be nowhere near a club that has genuine, even fucking Europa League ambitions.
Oof.
He is fucking mid-table in a subpar league. Honestly, he should just fuck off to like a Marseille, where he can just fade into obscurity, or fuck off to Russia.
I think Marseille are a wee bit too good for him.
He's the perfect candidate just to go play for like a Zenit St. Petersburg.
Yeah, he actually is.
And just piss off into obscurity. I think he has to go. I think Rob Holding's going to go, which I'm really upset about. Because I don't think Mikel Arteta rates him in the slightest. Because he's not played him once, really, so... I think Callum Chambers, it depends how I think Callum Chambers will stay because of the form he was shown, and it just depends how much he comes back from his injury. I think one of Socrates and David Luiz will... I don't think David Luiz will go, but I think Socrates will fuck off this summer. Because I think he'll make that that Pablo Mari guy signing permanent, whether we see him or not before the fucking end of the season, wherever the fucking... Let's say we don't know when the transfer window is going to start. But I think for 7 million, I think he'll make that deal permanent. I can see him still signing Cedric Suarez on a free, just to have him around the squad. You can't go wrong. He's not dog shit. He'll be a good enough squad player to roll out in early Europa League matches if we're still in it, if we qualify.
Aye, he's decent, man. He's
decent. He'll be good enough to roll out. He's won a Euros, so he can't be horrific. And he'll be good enough to roll out in Carabao Cup games and give against weaker teams where you can give Hector Bellerin, who's got his fitness issues, a break. So I think that will happen. And I think... but that leaves you, like, I think we still need to sign a fucking centre-half. That's the thing, we've got 8 centre-halves, and I still think we need to sign one. And I do find it interesting that we're looking at that Indica guy from Frankfurt. Is it
in what?
In Indica. You're apparently looking at him as well, because he's one of the very few left-footed centre-backs.
Fucking hell, I've never heard of him in my life.
He's good, he's got a good FM rating. I can tell you that much about him. And he's got high FIFA potential, which means he must be good.
Well, hopefully we fucking get him then.
Because that boy who plays for Lille he's out of our price range. He's in your price range if you wanted to go after him.
The boy that plays for Lille?
Yeah, he's the one that's been like with Everton, Chelsea, Inter Milan, you name it. Again, it's just because he's a left-foot centre-back. I'm surprised Pep isn't looking at him for Man City, since I think Laporte's going to fuck off.
You think Laporte?
Or the simple fact is you can't rely on Laporte's fitness anymore. The man's fucking more injury prone than Jack Wilshere.
Don't know about that.
But that's the thing, if you got him... So, but again, the boy who we're apparently looking at is 19, and there's no way you can sign a fucking 19-year-old and be like, you're now first team. They'll cave. They will fucking cave, especially with not a... It's not like you have a John Terry to slot them in beside, a Rio Ferdinand, like a proper, even like a Virgil van Dijk. Like a proper world-class centre-half with a good like head on their shoulders. You know, if you'd be slotting him in the Arsenal defence beside David.
Yeah, but if you put like Haaland in a team, you'd be able to slot him in, and he's 19.
No, but I mean, he would still need leaders around him in the dressing room.
Oh, right.
But he's also a centre forward, so he can kind of go on. He can realistically just go on the pitch and do his own thing.
Yeah.
And it's not going to really worry him. But it's centre back because you need that extra bit of concentration, that extra bit of just mind
wisdom.
power. Yeah, a bit of nous about you, a bit of know-how. Like you can,
Knowledge
like
of the
this
game.
guy, you know, this guy would be learning off of if you put this 19-year-old who's only really played a couple of games for Frankfurt. You know, you'd be putting him in beside fucking David Luiz, who'd be, or Mustafi, or even fucking Socrates. These guys are past it in the sense of like Socrates isn't past it, but he's not a ball playing defender, which means you don't want to be teaching your up and coming ball playing defender how to be a ball playing defender off someone who's just a sheer brute force
A no
kick up the
nonsense
pitch
centre
defender.
back.
Yeah, a no nonsense centre half. You got David Luiz, who's literally got less concentration than a fucking goldfish. And that's thing, and then you've got fucking Mustafi, who is literally just a bomb scare. He is just genuinely just terrifying to watch, and you don't understand that because you've never had. Well, you have
We have Lovren.
Yeah, but Mustafi's fucking Lovren on fucking steroids. Mustafi takes Lovren to a whole new fucking level. And the fact that Lovren's fucking linked with us makes me want to fucking kill myself if that deal was to happen.
It's going to happen.
It's not going to fucking happen. I do not believe Mikel Arteta's that fucking dumb.
I don't know if
Jose
he's...
Mourinho's that fucking dumb. But Mikel is not. I believe in Mikel.
Don't know, I could see it happening.
And I think Ozil stays, but this is the last year of his contract, so this is the last year Arsenal is tied by his fucking disgusting wages. As soon as he's gone, that frees up so much of our wage structure.
So much money.
Unbelievable. You can go in and get a player who is, I don't want to say like Mesut Ozil's a fantastic player, but he's not worth 350k a week.
Nah.
He's a very good player, and I think if he was still on, if he'd renewed his contract at around the same he was on, maybe a wee bit more, even if he was on 200k, I wouldn't be angry. Like I'd be okay with that. But the fact that he is on 350k a week, and he's the reason fucking Aaron Ramsey left, and the reason Alexis Sanchez left, and the reason that we probably can't afford to give even Aubameyang a new deal.
Yeah, get him out.
You don't want him around that club. He's not a good. I think he's too comfortable at the club, and I think he'll always be too comfortable at the club. Like the fact that he's considered a leader in the dressing room is a really kind of sorry affair for how far the club's kind of.
Do you think he actually like speaks in the dressing room?
No, I don't.
Near that.
I don't in the slightest. If he did, I'd be very, very shocked. But I don't.
How good is English?
Very good. He's fluent, completely fluent. So it's not we need to worry about that. But it's just a case of this thing. I think when he finally goes, I think next year's going to be another really rough one for the club, because we are tied down by Mesut Ozil's deal, and I think as amazing as Aubameyang is, and amazing as Lacazette is, to an extent, although he's been a bit disappointing this year, I think we do need to kind of move on from this horrific mismanagement that has gone on.
That's what it's been. It's been a mismanagement.
Because effectively it's the end of Arsene Wenger's era, his last few signings, and Unai Emery's just fuck up. And I think once he's like Mesut Ozil's gone, Aubameyang's gone, when Lacazette's gone, Mustafi, David Luiz, Socrates, like you name all these kind of players that were brought in between Wenger's last year and Emery's tenure, who are all on a lot of money. And even like fucking guys like Mohamed El Neni and Mkhitaryan, who are still at the fucking club, even though they're out on loan. Once all these guys are literally completely off our books, you'll start to see like a new team. I think you'll start to see a new team emerge, but we need to get this new team right, or there's every chance we pull a Man United and become completely uncompetitive, or pull a Liverpool and go completely uncompetitive for about 10 years.
Yeah.
But we need to manage this bit now, right? We've got a young manager who's apparently very good. We've got the signs of a young squad that could come together in about 3. It's all about how they grow as a team and how we keep them together.
I don't want the one that puts the fucking cones out.
But like we've got Saka, we've got Nelson, we've got Martinelli, we've got Nketiah's looked good in the games he's played.
Like Edward.
We've got Joe Willington extent. I don't think he'll ever be more than a squad player.
Joe Willock. Here we go again.
Like, we've got Kieran, you forget Kieran Tierney's still only 20, 23, 22?
23, 22, 23. He's like a month
23.
older than us, I'm sure. Or like,
Bellerin's still only 24. Leno's still only 27, which is, baby terms in goalkeepers.
yeah, you've got him for years and he's a good keeper too.
He's a phenomenal keeper.
Mm-hmm.
Bar his complete fuck up against Chelsea.
He's definitely not phenomenal, but he's good.
No, he's a very good keeper. He's definitely top 4 keepers in the fucking BPL.
Yes.
He does not deserve. Arguably you've got Alisson.
Alisson's the best in the world.
Ederson, and then I think Leno.
Ben Foster.
Ben Foster, yeah. He's
David
actually
De Gea-
right.
No, because David De Gea's fucking lost it.
Yeah. No, but Ben Foster's actually good.
He's alright.
I don't doubt it.
Ben Foster has like...
He fucked up a kick, I'm pretty sure,
Aye.
earlier in the season.
Try to get them playing out from the back and all that.
But that's it. But our biggest issue is fucking centre half. We have not got a fucking. The last like 4 centre backs we have bought. The last good centre back Arsenal fucking bought was probably fucking Laurent Koscielny, and that was 11 years ago. I have not thought of centre back since that we have bought that has been actually like a success at the club. Like, you could argue Per Mertesacker, but even at that. He was alright, but he was still part of a fucking defence that got ripped apart. 6-1 at Anfield, that got ripped apart. 6-0 at Stamford Bridge.
That's because he has about 40 pace on FIFA.
Oh, exactly. He was slow.
Right, I'm gonna bounce to bed.
Yeah, it's very wise, very wise. Same time again tomorrow, Ross.
I'll see you about 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
No, you probably will.
7, half 7.
Oh, is my fucking shop open yet? I think it opens at 8.
Right, see you.
Catch you after.
Sleep tight.
Oh, we're staying up till. Is my shop open?
What the fuck?
8 AM, 8 AM, 8 AM.
I better have got the win for that.
Probably should go to bed.
When we
There's
are
some
together, you bring me to life, and our world starts to burn. 'Cause tonight.
Can I just stress, that band, I think are they called Coasts?
I think so.
They are fucking terrible.
Oh.
Like, I remembered when that song was in FIFA and I thought, I don't hate this song. I'm going to look up their album.
Yep.
And I looked up their album and I really wish I was exaggerating when I say every song is that. Like, literally, they have literally just copied
it. What did they release that one and it did well and then they thought let's milk it, or was that just the only one that happened?
I think that was just their full album.
Right.
But
okay.
it was shocking. I remember listening to it, and it's just the most generic. Like it's literally the exact same song over and over and over again. But yeah, don't stop that. You don't make me stop you listening to it.
It's just because I recently added it to my Spotify because I was going through the old FIFA soundtracks.
Last night I found it quite interesting when I was doing, because I've now stopped leeching off a Daisy, and branched.
Stop leeching off a Daisy.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I've been using her Spotify account since actually the last like 18 months.
Fuck's sake.
So I've just been logging in whenever she's not been
there
and just using it. But when the end of the year countdown came and it was literally all K-pop, so I was like, no, I want to actually see what I'm listening to. So
does she only just listen to K-pop?
Yes.
Fucking hell.
So I decided to branch out on my own, and I made my playlist on her Spotify account public, so I could find it and then like all the songs on it and then build the identical playlist off it. And off of that, it literally has recommended me, if I go into my Spotify, like, recommendations for you, it's literally every fucking FIFA soundtrack that has, every song that's ever been on a FIFA. Just pages and pages, even the fucking, like, shitty, like, Mexicana ones, and you're just like, fuck off, I do not want to listen to this in my spare time.
Nah. It's fine on a FIFA menu or whatever, but
Aye, it's fine on a FIFA menu, but I don't want to fucking end my ear. There's only one good fucking foreign song I think I've ever heard in a FIFA.
what was that? I might have that.
Oh fuck, what was it? It's called Past 2.
Oh, I
I
don't
can't
know
remember
if I
who
do.
it's by. It started there. The name of the band, or either the band's called Past 2. Past 2 is in there somewhere, and then the song or the other bit of it, it starts with a Z. It's like Zemaria or something like that. Fucking I think it's a Portuguese song or Brazilian, because it looks as if it's like a Brazilian carnival and all that album artwork. I think it was like a FIFA 14 song.
Oh, that's good.
Genuinely make me older than that.
FIFA 14 was the best.
I'm not a fan of this FIFA soundtrack. I've
Nah.
never heard of it.
It's not good.
But I think depending on how long quarantine goes, if I get this job and I know I've got fucking a stream of like actual solid income
Money.
coming, then I think I'll get it, look up on eBay, and someone will be selling it for like 20 quid now because it's almost the end of the fucking FIFA year. So I'll pick it up maybe for the summer.
Nah, you won't regret it. It's worth it. Like, obviously we're tanking Warzone right now, but FIFA's like it's been a go-to for years.
I don't know if I fucking just, because I've drifted away from career mode, like I don't enjoy it anymore as much. Like I play like one season and fucking fluke my way to almost winning the league, and you're like, this just isn't realistic. Whereas at least with FM, fucking my first year as Arsenal manager, I didn't even get top 4.
Ooh.
With all my signings I made, I still didn't get top 4 because there was still so much fucking wrong with the club. And then my second year wasn't until I don't think I got top 4. No, my second year I got top 4 and won the Europa League.
Fucking hell.
In my first year I got to the Europa League final and got pumped. So it was realistic. But then don't get me wrong, by like season 3 I'd won the league. So like I have been challenging ever since.
What difficulty do you put it on, and do you sim the matches on FIFA or do you play them?
I play till I get bored basically. So like I managed to get maybe like the first 5 in before I go fuck this shit. I just want to sim it and get it done.
Yeah, I'm like that as well. I can't even play them.
It just gets a bit boring.
It does.
But when you get proper into it for that like 5 hours, you're really into your career mode. It's great fun. But I don't know if I can justify fucking buying it off of just like that 5-hour buzz that I'll get once.
Exactly. It's not.
Whereas my FM save you fucking commit to for life. Right, and that's my FM 15 save done. I think I'm gonna, like, if I'm gonna go back, I'm not gonna buy FM 21.
You're not getting it?
I think my FM save going forward now will be the one that I've started at FM 20 because I'm like 7 years in the future.
Aye, you've got that for years.
So I'll probably play that for the next. Well, FM 15 lasted me 5 years.
Yeah.
So you'll probably find that this one will take me up to right up to FM fucking 25 or something stupid like that.
Well, last year that fucking, I suppose if you're going by that theory it will, but
Well, that's it. I used to not buy FIFA every year. I remember my FIFA 2006 lasted me 3 years. And I literally just updated all the squads myself.
that's like,
transfer windows.
mate, you talk about
being
big
really-
brain. That's fucking big brain.
But I remember when Arsenal, when they were signing people into like 2006, 2007, we were signing like absolute unknowns. So I remember we brought in Thomas Vermaelen, and he was fucking rated like 55 on FIFA 06 at the time. So obviously I had the 06 ratings, and I remember being like, Thomas Vermaelen's gonna be fucking shite. He's fucking shite on FIFA. Obviously it's out of sync with what he was in the real world, because when he was in FIFA 06 he was an unknown Ajax 19-year-old.
Aye.
And that's saying I went from FIFA 09, I didn't get another FIFA till FIFA 12. The first one I got after that was when there was Jack Wilshere on the front cover. That was the first one I got from Xbox, because that's when I got my Xbox 360. So, and then basically since then I have bought every FIFA, to be fair.
Fuck.
I got 12, I got 13, I got 14, I missed 15, I think, because 15 was when it was moving to next gen consoles,
Right.
and I bought my PS4 halfway through the life cycle.
Oh.
So, because I knew I was buying a PS4, I didn't buy it for my 360, and then when I got the PS4, I was like, well, there's no point in buying a FIFA for fucking 6 months.
Aye.
So I held on. I think 16 was the first one I bought, or 17 was the first one I bought, whatever one I fucking didn't mention there. And I bought that, and I've basically been buying it every year since. This is the first year I've not bought it in a while.
Fucking hell.
And I've coped. My 10 hours was enough.
Exactly.
And it's not. I enjoy, but that's the thing, I didn't play as much Football Manager back then, but I think Football Manager is just the actual superior game.
Football Manager's big now. I don't know how big it was back then, but it's fucking big now.
Well, I used to buy that and FIFA every single year. I used to buy the two of them.
You and William used to do it before it was popular.
Well, I've been playing FM since 2005.
That's crazy.
I used to play
Mate,
it
you
on
were a
the
fucking
PS.
kid. What were you doing?
I used to play it on the PSP.
What were you doing playing that when you were a kid, man?
I used to buy every football game. I remember I had this. It was called. What was it called? It was a really awful game for the PSP that I really wanted instead of FIFA, and it was just a football game, but it was fucking terrible. I had the World Cup game for the PSP. What else did I have? I used to play Football Manager on the PSP. I used to have a game called fucking 442 for my laptop.
Ah, I mean 442.
Before FM became really big on laptops and stuff. I remember FM09, I had the Arsenal Limited Edition game, which was really good. It had all the Arsenal licensing, so all the Arsenal players actually had their like faces attached to the profile. And I remember playing that a lot, and I used to always sign fucking Eden Hazard. It's quite funny, Eden Hazard used to be someone I used to sign as a fucking 17-year-old.
Honestly? So did they project him to be like a good player?
Yeah. They predicted he used to have 5-star potential.
It's quite weird, I didn't actually.
He used to be one of my first players I signed.
I didn't think they would actually get that right.
Matteo Kovacic, he used to be another one of my sign him when they're 16.
They actually predicted this?
Yeah, FM, I would trust FM's predictions more because it's literally so statistical analysis based.
Do they fucking use Oh, I got gold one for the first time ever. Do you think managers use it?
Oh yeah, there's been managers using it. Managers use similar stuff, like statistical analysis, yeah.
Wonder, yeah, so like clubs and stuff use it to sign cunts, but do you think they actually go on FM?
I think some of them do have a look. Yeah,